Hello everyone, I am Mrs Esther Massey. Welcome back to another session of Lesson 3 of History, the Making of a Global World. Today we will study about the interwar economy and the rise of mass production and consumption.
The interwar economy. The First World War was mainly fought in Europe between 1914 to 1918, but it had impact on whole world. The First World War was fought between two power blocs. On one side were the Allies, Britain, France, Russia, which was later joined by US, and on the opposite side were the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary and Ottoman Turkey. World's leading industrial nations joined the war and tried to do the greatest possible destruction on their enemies. The First World War was the first modern industrial war. For the first time, modern weapons like machine guns, tanks, aircraft, chemical weapons were used on a massive scale. During the war, 9 million people were dead and 20 million were injured. Household income also declined due to the death or injury of the earning members of the family, and due to this, the women had to take the job. Britain borrowed large sum of money from US banks as well as the US public. This made the USA an international creditor from an international debtor. Britain faced an economic crisis and was burdened with huge external debt. This led to one in every 5 British worker being out of work in 1921. The wheat exports from Eastern Europe were disrupted during the war. As a result, wheat production in Canada, America, and Australia expanded. After the war, production in Eastern Europe reviewed and created a glut in wheat output. Grain prices fell, rural income declined, and farmers fell deeper into debt. Now let's study about the rise of mass production and consumption. After a short period of economic trouble, the US economy resumed its strength in the early 1920s. Now let's look at the first mass production of cars. Car manufacturers Henry Ford adopted the assembly line to his new car plant in Detroit. He realized that this method allowed a faster and cheaper way of producing vehicles. This assembly line forced the worker to repeat a single task mechanically and continuously, which is dictated by the conveyor belt. As a result, Henry Ford's car came off the assembly line at 3 minutes interval. The T model Ford was the world's first mass produced car. Ford paid high wages to the workers to do monotonous tasks, but recovered this cost through fast production. Car production in the US rose from 2 million in 1919 to more than 5 million in 1929. Mass production lowered the cost and prices of engineered goods like refrigerator, washing machine, radios, gramophone players, and other things. The housing and consumer boom created scope of large number of employment and income in the US, and as a result it became the largest overseas lender. Students, I hope you all have understood this much. We will continue this lesson in my next video. Thanks for watching.